Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about the top 10 most scariest robberies. So before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. According to the FBI, nearly 4,000 bank robberies and burglaries occurred in the United States alone last year. Given their frequency, would-be robbers rarely make off with more than a few $1,000s before being apprehended quickly. There are of course exceptions. We'd all like to believe that when we go shopping or eat out we're healthy. Nobody wants to think of risk when they're browsing the shelves or sitting down to eat. However, bad things happen in all kinds of places like department stores and restaurants. The recent mass shooting in an El Paso Walmart, which took 22 lives, brought the awful reality to light earlier this year in August. Here are 10 heists that used a mixture of cunning, brute force and luck to pull off some truly terrifying heists. Number 1. Banco Central Burglary, Fortaleza, Brazil, 2005. Stolen, $70 million. The gang behind this massive heist spent 3 months digging a 256-foot tunnel to a spot underneath the bank, after renting a commercial property in the heart of the city and posing as landscapers. Then, over the course of a weekend in August, they tunneled up through reinforced concrete into the vault of the Banco Central branch, and stole 3.5 tons of Brazilian real notes, the majority of which was never retrieved. Number 2. Brinks Mat Robbery. London, 1983. Stolen, £26 million, $41 million. 6 criminals entered the Brinks Mat warehouse at Heathrow Airport early one morning in November with the assistance of a security guard on the job. Their initial strategy called for taking only the £3 million in cash believed to be hidden away, but that changed when they found an additional 3 tons of gold bullion and diamonds, greatly increasing their anticipated payout. The case has been connected to a number of subsequent killings, and while most of the gang involved has since been convicted, the gold has never been recovered. Number 3. Securitas Depot Robbery. Kent, UK, 2006. Stolen, £53.1 million, $83 million. This bold heist is still the largest cash robbery in British history, and it was carried out with a more aggressive vision than the majority of the others on this list. The heavily armed gang of robbers kidnapped the Securitas branch manager and his family, then took him to the depot where they tied his 14 employees and forced him to open the cash cages. The majority of the crew, which included one of the world's best cage fighters, was later apprehended and convicted, while at least one is said to be living off the loot in the West Indies as a free man. Number 4. Northern Bank Robbery. Belfast, UK, 2004. Stolen, £26.5 million, $41 million. A gang of robbers posing as officials forced their way into the homes of 2 bank branch managers, trapping them and their families at gunpoint just days before Christmas. The managers were ordered to go to work as usual the next day, only to let the criminals in at the close of business hours as their families were still in danger. The robbers left the families unharmed after looting the house. Many have suspected that the crime was perpetrated by the Provisional IRA, or Sinn Féin, but the case has yet to be solved. Number 5. Central Bank of Iraq Robbery. Baghdad, Iraq, 2003. Stolen, over $920 million. This daring heist, widely regarded as the largest bank robbery in history, was reportedly ordered directly by Saddam Hussein himself just days before the American invasion. According to reports, Hussein left a note instructing the bank to withdraw $920 million and send it to his son Qusay, who allegedly spent the better part of 5 hours with another unknown person loading the money into vehicles and transporting it to an undisclosed location. It's uncertain how much of the overall missing cash has been recovered as of today, but at least $650 million was found during a raid in one of Hussein's palaces. Number 6. British Bank of the Middle East Robbery. Beirut, Lebanon, 1976. Stolen, $20-50 million. During the civil war in Lebanon, a Palestinian Liberation Organization affiliated militia blew from the bank's walls through a church next door, and employed a crack team of locksmiths to break open the vault. They allegedly walked away with up to $50 million in gold, currency, stocks, and jewels when they were done. Number 7. The Knightsbridge Vault Robbery. London, 1987. Stolen, £62 million, $97 million. The operation was remarkably easy to carry out, as it was carried out by Italian playboy and career criminal Valerio Vicchi, who was involved in over 50 different bank robberies during his lifetime. He and his armed accomplice subdued the manager and security guards, after breaking into the bank during business hours, under the pretext of opening a safety deposit box, freeing them up to allow in more accomplices to help bust open as much of the vault as possible. They made off with at least £62 million in cash, jewels and other valuables in the end. Vicky gained temporary freedom by fleeing to South America only to be apprehended and imprisoned by British authorities, when he returned to England to retrieve and ship his Ferrari Testarossa. Number 8. Dar es Salaam Bank. Baghdad, Iraq. 2007 stolen, $282 million. While many specifics about this big robbery of mostly American cash remain unknown, the Iraqi Interior Minister did disclose that the whole heist was orchestrated by a pair of bank guards who were reportedly linked to militias roaming the area back in 2007. Number 9. The Great Train Robbery. Buckinghamshire, UK. 1963 stolen, 20.6 million, $4.1 million. This carefully planned operation to intercept a Royal Mail train, carrying high-value packages en route from Glasgow took months to plan. The now legendary scheme involved rigging the trackside signals to halt the train in a remote area, where the conductor was overwhelmed and the loot was stolen by a group of 15 robbers. It's not shocking that it's inspired a slew of films and books since then. Number 10. Dunbar Armored Robbery. Los Angeles, 1997 stolen, $18.9 million. The biggest cash robbery ever committed in the United States was also an inside job. On a Friday night, a regional safety inspector for Dunbar enlisted the help of 5 of his childhood friends to ambush the guards at a stocked cash drop vault. They loaded up a U-Haul and fled after gaining access to the loot, almost getting away with it before one of the suspects got careless and finally confessed. However, more than half of the funds remain unaccounted for to this day. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.